How you doing? It's Kwa here. In this video, we're going to be covering Graham Stephan's The Real Estate and Wealth Investing Blueprint. So I went through this course a few weeks ago, and I'm still revising it. And I've got to say, it's a really great course. Graham goes through real estate. He goes through building a brand. Also goes through stocks investing as well. But what I'll do in this video is we're just going to be covering just the real estate section of it. So in the course, Graham, what he does is that he shares a story in which he bought his first property in 2011, and he bought it for $59,000, and it was one of the biggest investments that he's made. But since then, that's when he learned how to invest in properties, and then he was really scared at the start, but then eventually he bought his second property and third and fourth, and the rest is history. So this year I'm trying to build up a stronger property portfolio, and just going through this course alone is fantastic, phenomenal. So the first module is called Breaking Down the Basics. So Graham talks about the importance of getting your credit right. You have to get a good credit, because if you don't have a good credit, then you're toast. So you have to guard credit with your life. He recommends for you to get a credit card and just make sure you always pay it off, because you're building credit with banks. And obviously there's other tricks, such as, it's not really a trick, but it's common sense, that you should be managing your cash, because when Graham started, he actually used to eat a lot of sushi, and then he realized he's spending too much, so then he cut out the sushi, so forth. So you got to do the same things. Look at your expenses. How much are you spending per month on dinners? How much are you spending per month on petrol? Whatever it is, right? You know how to do this stuff. So you got to track and manage your expenses. And then he goes on and goes on to the next module, which is finding the right property. So he talks about the different property types, such as multifamily, units, condominiums, townhouses and duplexes and so forth. But the best type of property is really the single family property, because the single family property, it's easy to rent out, and there's a huge market for that, and you can do a lot of adjustments to the property. But if you buy a unit, you're essentially just buying a box. You can't really do much to it, right, to increase the value. So it's all about finding that right property, and he goes on to a lot of details about that. How to get the best deal. So he gives you a few tactics in which you can negotiate the property. So there's a few shady tricks that Graham shares with you, which is writing a letter to the seller, saying, attaching a photo and say, this is me and my wife. We've been working really hard to save up for our first property. It's a really nice letter, and so forth. There's little shady tricks that you can do, right? Another one is also doing a house inspection, doing a proper inspection of the house, and then itemizing the list of the things that is wrong with the property, and then the seller will look at it. Okay, yeah, we're gonna knock off that one. That one, knock it off. It's just a very standard way to get the best deal of your property, right? And then another one is how to find cash flow and get your offer accepted. So this is important, because it's really important to find cash flow positive properties. It's not easy to find, but it is out there. So Graham talks about how he usually spends months trying to find a deal, but then once he's found the deal, he makes sure that he's the first person that goes out there and sees it. Because even if let's say that the auction is happening this Saturday, and he finds a deal, he finds that this house is a good deal, he actually pays the seller $100 to go see the property first. And you've got to be first. You've got to be first to look at the property. And it might take a few months to find a property. Once you find it, jump in there and go for it. Don't negotiate. Don't lowball too hard, because you'll lose the deal. And he talks about negotiation strategies, such as, for example, if you're negotiating a property and he's got other offers, what you can do is you can say that, okay, I will offer it. Let's say that the property's valued at $500K. I will offer $500,000, and I will increase my offer to an extra $2,000 by any offer, on the condition that you provide a written offer by someone. And the maximum I will spend is $550,000, whatever it is, right? And that's a good negotiation strategy to make sure that you're always up ahead. So I thought that was really good. And the next part is finding the best contractor. This is just pretty standard stuff where you got to find the best contractor. Just go through people, go through different listing agents and so forth. Finding the best tenants. There was a few red flags that Graham goes through, such as if the tenant is complaining too much, they're going to be complaining about a lot of things. You're going to be spending a lot of money. So it's always good to find good tenants, take good care of them, and they'll stay with you. It's up to you if you want to get a property manager. I have a property manager for one of my properties, and it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Yes, you got to spend money. It does eat away a bit of your profits, but peace of mind is so worth it. So I highly recommend a property manager. And then finally, the future of real estate prices. So this is where it goes on about the future of real estate. So this was actually recorded in 2019. It's 2021 now, so a few of the things has actually happened, but he talks about, real estate will always be important. People always need real estate. People always need to rent. People always want to buy. So it's one of the best investments you can ever make. So this course is a fantastic course. It's a phenomenal course. Graham Stephan. This is the first time really going through his stuff, and I've seen him on YouTube a few times here and there. I never really got deep with his material, but when I came across this course, I went through it, and yeah, he's a real deal. He knows what he's talking about in terms of real estate, and then yeah, he knows what he's doing. So this is the way it's recorded. It's actually during a seminar. This is a seminar type of format. So he was doing a speech in front of about 50 people in the Hilton Hotel. I'm not sure where it was, but it's a pretty good. The way it was filmed and edited, it shows the slides there, and it's easy for you to follow. There's a lot of content, so I think if you're trying to learn this stuff, you need to go through it many times. So I make sure I allocate about 1 hour per day to go through this. I'm going through this course about the 3rd time, and it's a really good way to try and learn as much as you can about real estate. So there's other courses, there's other modules in there, such as how to grow your wealth with stocks. I haven't been through this yet, but I just quickly went through it. It looks pretty good. And building a personal brand in 2019. So this is all about building a brand online, and I think personal branding is a fantastic opportunity for you to, get more opportunities in your life. So, but anyway, that's a different YouTube video. But highly recommend this course by Graham Stephan. I always believe that to listen to the people who have done it themselves, and if you're not willing to trade places with this person, then don't learn anything from this person. So he looks like he's built up a lot of great wealth through real estate. So he's someone that you might want to listen to. So highly recommend for you to check out Graham Stephan's stuff. This course is a fantastic course. You'll learn a lot about real estate. Go through it many times, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Let's go build that property portfolio, and I'll see you guys next one. Please subscribe to my channel. See you guys next one. Cheers.